Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Time will rearrange itself to reflect your inner conviction. What you feel as true becomes your world. So feel it now, believe it now, and let the unseen work for you.
My dear friends, tonight I want to share with you a secret I've guarded for a very long time. A secret that completely transformed my life, and when truly understood, has the power to transform each of your realities in ways you cannot yet imagine. For years I studied the complete works of one of the greatest mystical teachers to ever walk this earth, Neville Goddard, and I discovered that nearly everything you've been taught about manifestation is wrong, fundamentally wrong. What the modern manifestation industry has been selling is a diluted, distorted, and in many cases completely opposite version of the true principles that govern reality creation. You see, most people chase their dreams like a dog chasing its own tail. They make vision boards, repeat affirmations until their voices are hoarse, pretend to be grateful for things they don't have, and still awaken to the same reality day after day. If this sounds familiar, it's not your fault. You've simply been taught the wrong version of the truth. What I discovered in Neville's authentic teachings transformed me from an ordinary man into a conscious operator of reality. And now, for the first time, I'm ready to share these 3 shocking secrets that will contradict everything you thought you knew about manifestation. The first shock comes immediately. Nothing exists outside your consciousness. Nothing. When Neville said, "The world is yourself pushed out," he wasn't speaking in metaphors, he was describing the literal structure of reality. Everything you see, touch, experience is the direct projection of your internal state of consciousness. This means you're not attracting things to you, you're experiencing the reflection of what you already are in consciousness. This single revelation completely changes how manifestation works. You're not supplicants begging favors from the universe, you're creator gods, consciously choosing the reality you wish to experience. The second shocking truth destroys another popular myth. You don't need to repeat affirmations exhaustively or visualize for hours. In fact, this becomes an obstacle. Neville taught something radically different, that the intensity of feeling and the completeness of your assumption create, not mechanical repetition. One deeply felt acceptance in the right state of consciousness is worth more than 1,000 empty repetitions. The secret lies in living from the end, in assuming the feeling of already being what you wish to be, already having what you wish to have. As Neville said, feeling is the secret. And the third revelation will free many of you from the tyranny of forced positive thinking. The truth is, you don't need to be constantly positive or vibrate at high frequencies. This pressure creates resistance and blocks your manifestation. Neville taught the art of assumption, the ability to a state of consciousness as if your desire were already fulfilled. It's not about forcing artificial positivity. It's about consciously choosing which version of reality you want to accept as true. When you dive deep into these teachings, you'll discover that manifestation isn't hard work. It's the natural exercise of your divine power. Today, I'll reveal to you exactly what Neville taught about these states of consciousness and how you can use them to transform your reality overnight. Prepare yourself, because what I'm about to share goes against everything the modern manifestation industry wants you to believe. The moment you understand that the world is yourself pushed out, your entire relationship with reality shifts. You stop being the effect of circumstances and become the cause. You stop hoping for change and start commanding it, not through force, but through the power of conscious assumption. Let's plunge deeply into the first major revelation that will shake your concepts of reality. When Neville proclaimed the world is yourself pushed out, he wasn't reciting poetry, he was revealing the fundamental law governing all existence. Each person, situation, object, or experience you encounter is the direct projection of your consciousness, assuming physical form. Imagine a movie projector. The images on the screen appear external and separate from the projector, but in reality, they're simply the projection of the film inside the machine. Similarly, your consciousness is the projector, and the world you experience is merely the outward picture of your inner assumptions. Let me share an extraordinary story. Neville told about a woman who desperately wanted to visit her daughter in Germany, but had no financial means. Instead of focusing on attracting money from some external source, Neville instructed her to simply fall asleep each night in the assumption that she was already in her daughter's home in Germany. Within weeks, defying all logic and probability, she received an unexpected inheritance that covered exactly her travel expenses. External circumstances rearranged themselves to match her internal assumption. This wasn't coincidence. It was law. The whole vast world is yourself pushed out, Neville declared. All that you behold, though it appears without, it is within, in your imagination, of which this world of mortality is but a shadow. This understanding completely revolutionizes your approach to manifestation. You're not trying to change something external. You're choosing which state of consciousness to occupy, knowing that the external must conform to it by law. The second grave error almost everyone makes is believing manifestation requires repetitive effort. This mentality has created a culture of manifestation burnout. People exhaust themselves with endless affirmations, marathon visualizations, and elaborate rituals, believing more effort means better results. Neville taught the opposite. He discovered that manifestation occurs not through repetition but through the intensity of feeling and the completeness of your assumption. What matters isn't how many times you repeat something, but how deeply you accept that new reality as present truth in consciousness. Feeling is the secret, he wrote in his book of the same name. It is feeling that is the creative force, and not your empty words or visualizations without feeling. Consider this powerful example. A man desperately desired a promotion but had been passed over repeatedly, despite his qualifications. After attending a Neville lecture, instead of constantly affirming "I will be promoted" or visualizing the promotion as a future event, he simply lay down each night and assumed a feeling of already occupying the new position. He felt the satisfaction, the increased responsibility, the congratulations of colleagues, all as present fact in his imagination. Within 2 weeks, his superior was unexpectedly transferred, and he was promoted to fill the vacancy. This wasn't achieved through constant effort. It was achieved through what Neville called living from the end, occupying the consciousness of already being what you desire to be. The third misconception about manifestation that has imprisoned millions is the belief that positive thinking and high vibrations are prerequisites for successful manifestation. This toxic positivity has created immense pressure and actually blocks countless sincere seekers from experiencing the results they desire. What Neville actually taught was something far more liberating and profound. He discovered that the secret lies not in forced positivity, but in the art of assumption, the ability to occupy a state of consciousness as if your desire were already fulfilled. And the gateway to this transformative power opens widest in those precious moments before sleep. Now, I'll reveal to you the exact practice Neville taught for transforming your life overnight, the technique that, when faithfully applied, reorganizes reality around your desires with mathematical precision. Tonight, as you lie in bed, follow these simple yet profound steps. First, close your eyes and allow your body to relax completely. Feel the tension melting away from your muscles as you sink deeper into the mattress. Your goal is to reach that drowsy state between wakefulness and sleep, what Neville called the state akin to sleep. Second, clearly define your desire, not as something you want or hope for, but as something that is already accomplished fact. Instead of saying, "I want financial abundance," frame it as, "I am now experiencing the joy and freedom of financial abundance." Third, and this is the crucial element most teachers miss, construct a scene in your imagination that implies your desire is already fulfilled. This scene should be simple, brief, and easily repeatable. It could be someone congratulating you, or a moment that captures the essence of your fulfilled desire. For example, if you desire a loving relationship, imagine a scene where you're lying in bed, feeling the presence of your partner beside you. Feel their arm around you, the warmth of their body, the deep satisfaction of being loved completely. Fourth, enter this scene fully in your imagination. Don't just visualize, become the participant. Feel the textures, hear the sounds, experience the emotions. Make it as vivid and real as your current physical surroundings. Fifth, and most importantly, feel the natural satisfaction and completion that would accompany your fulfilled desire. This feeling is the creative force that impresses your subconscious mind. As Neville said, feeling is the secret. Finally, remain in this scene, feeling it real, until it takes on the vividness of reality. Then, simply drift off to sleep in this state. Allow sleep to seal the impression in your subconscious mind. This practice isn't about forcing or straining. It's about the art of assumption, naturally occupying the consciousness of your wish fulfilled as you fall asleep. The power of this bedtime practice lies in its elegant simplicity. There are no complicated rituals, no endless repetitions, no need to maintain artificial positivity throughout your day. Just this simple act of falling asleep in the consciousness of your wish fulfilled. Imagine the possibilities. Tonight, you could fall asleep as the person you desire to be, and tomorrow, you could begin witnessing the transformation of your reality to match this new self-concept. This is the profound wisdom Neville Goddard shared, wisdom that has been diluted and distorted by those who haven't fully grasped its implications. Now you understand why so many manifestation efforts fail. They're based on misunderstood principles and incomplete techniques. I encourage you to try this practice tonight. Choose one desire, one specific change you wish to experience, and fall asleep in the consciousness of its fulfillment, not hoping, not wishing, not affirming, but simply being it in the depths of your imagination as you drift into sleep. Remember Neville's words, "What you do in imagination with feeling is the key to what you will experience in reality." The state you occupy as you fall asleep tonight is programming tomorrow's experience. You are the operant power. The world is your consciousness pushed out. Choose wisely what you'll impress upon your subconscious as you drift into sleep, for it will surely become your waking reality. The transformation awaits. The choice is yours. The power has always been within you.